Terry, I got you a little gift because everybody's always complaining they don't get their 5 minutes, so I bought you a timer. And when the bell goes off, that's it.
Thank you. It does work, right?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Board of Trustees. Last meeting, I brought up the issue that there was going to be a march in Carpentersville. Nancy Grace, Geraldo, Oprah Winfrey, and even Rosie O'Donnell. These are names that have been mentioned on the internet site that have shown some interest. I've been doing some work and talking with the people down at the Center for Domestic Violence and for Sexual Assault. I made a promise to them that I would not let this issue die, the issue of domestic violence in our town. And with what's happened in our town through the last 6 months, a lot of people have showed interest, a lot of people have gotten angry, a lot of people say it's political. What we have done is we have asked them across the different states and local to do a writing campaign to our state's attorney and ask him what he was thinking when an individual was not prosecuted at the time the issues came up. Being that we asked the different groups to do this, we've also indicated and have talked to the Push Coalition. When we do our march, we want to be able to do it with dignity, pride, and stand out and show that what we feel and how we feel about this ordinance that is getting ready to be passed tonight. Everybody has their own views and their own issues on what will happen. We've sent numerous letters to Reverend Jesse Jackson, the Push Coalition, and as soon as we get a letter back, we will be coming back to the board and let the board know so that they could handle it accordingly to the amount of people that we will be expecting to this. It is something that we feel as individuals within our village that is the other group that comes to the meeting constantly and speaks about immigration issues. We too have issues and beliefs of which we believe in that should be carried through. It is just not locally here in Carpentersville, as they say. It is just not locally in Illinois here, as they say. It is throughout the entire United States. The president himself has made an immigration issue one priority of a bill that he wants to pass and get forth. So I come here tonight to tell you that and remind you on some of the things that President Sardo and Attorney Rhodes had said about the insurance, that individually trustees may be sued and they may lose their insurance. Also, that they would lose their ability with the type of insurance being that it's a special insurance that the village has. And I'm sure, President Sardo, you know what I'm speaking of. I believe that once that, if it does get passed tonight, the NAACP, their people are ready and willing to go into court and to fight for our rights. Everybody has rights. It's just not one right or two right. We all have rights in speaking and as well as turning around and doing things according to the law. The laws were put there by our legislators. And being that this is being done, we are asking you to vote this down tonight, to table it once again, to take a second look at before what you are doing, to look at the other villages that are spending thousands and even possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars in court and fees of which the village is going to have to shell out. The time that'll be spent in court, the fight that you'll have to do to either pass it or not pass it, and to let the court settle it, because I know it's going to come to that. And there's also, they say that it's not a race issue. Every time that I hear one of their speakers come up, it's always the Hispanic this, the Hispanic that, the Mexican this, the Mexican that. So I believe that it is a race issue because they bring up accidents that happen in different towns. Their own people even talk about an accident that they've been in with a Hispanic or a Mexican. So I believe that it is a race issue. They can stand there and tell you that it's not. Even the trustees that proposed this ordinance tonight will tell you the same thing. It's not about race, but it is. Everybody has a right, and that right was given to them by the Constitution, by the United States, through our legislators, state and federal. So to stand with them on the fight, again, I'm asking you to vote it down. And when we put the march together, I think once that you'll understand with some of the speakers that will be coming before this board, the lawyers, the different individuals and different groups, you'll understand that it's just not our town, but it's other towns that have fought this and that are spending thousands of dollars. So I'm asking you to vote it down. Thank you.